you are one of the people that led to platforms like this. And I am very appreciative and have a lot of respect for that. And, you know, you've had a lot of takes I agree with over the years. Honestly, I think you get a bad rap sometimes from people and, you know, whatever. But
dude, I think I don't think Cenk gets a bad rap. I think Cenk gets an accurate rap because he's kind of a liar. Okay? That's really the problem, isn't it? That he's kind of like, we don't really know what he is because we know he was a Republican. We know he's misogynist. He's been misogynist. He said some racist shit, right? It appears that they don't like black people on TYT. He claims to be a progressive and a leftist, but he has a whole bunch of right-wing points, but he would parrot the most extreme shit when it was popular. And the fact of the matter is he seems to me to just be one word, guys. You know what that word is? It's called opportunist. Okay? That's what I feel like is him. He's an opportunist. And yes, he is performative, albeit like badly performative because he's not a good actor. But he's kind of an opportunist, a.k.a. a grifter. Yes, he's a fucking opportunist.
I get along with everybody, but lately you've been getting some crap, is my understanding. More than usual amount of crap.
Well, no, the crap just switches. So first of all, thank you for saying that, Jen. I appreciate it. And it's rare to find grateful people these days. And so we've given a lot of people opportunity, and some of them haven't been overly grateful for it.
See, I don't like that. Right? I don't like that. Right? That right? Did you see that? I mean, it's very subtle, but that like some of them haven't been grateful. Right? You know what I mean? You know, he's talking about like Emma Vigeland and shit, right? Ungrateful. Like, we made you. But the reality is no. You know, those people made him, man. You know what I mean? Like TYT, those people, those on-air personalities, those people that were boots on the ground, they literally made a name for TYT. And then TYT is all about like Anna and Cenk, like they're the Rick Caruso capitalists, you know, the Elon Musks of their company, and they're like, you need to show us gratitude because we made all of you. And it's like, bro, it sounds like a lot of your employees survived you and Anna being vacuum cleaners trying to suck everything, all the money into your pocket, when in fact they all made you, right? Because they're all growing now and your fucking channel is dead. So I mean, I don't think they need to be grateful, actually. He does. He doesn't sound like a progressive leader. This guy is not a thought leader. This guy is not a progressive, like, expander of consciousness. This guy is a typical corporate hack who's like, yeah, all my employees suck, and they started more successful businesses, and none of them are grateful, and they won't, like, fucking, yeah. Right? Dude, he is the epitome of like the upper management hack that doesn't know how to do his job and feels like all of his employees are ungrateful and not valuing how much opportunity they've been given. I'm going to tell you a little story. I worked at UCLA Extension in the marketing department. It was my first office job, right? My first and really only office job. But here's an example of that. I had a boss who used to always be like, you gotta look busy. And I'm like, dude, if there's nobody here, nothing going on, I'm answering phones in between work, you should let me read a magazine. He's like, no, you gotta look busy, you gotta look busy. Then what happened was eventually what we did was there were writers that wrote press releases, and I used a mimeograph machine to copy them, and then I mailed them. I did bulk press mailings, okay? But here's where it gets interesting. Eventually, what they wanted to do, I'm like 19 years old, mind you, okay? I'm young, 19 years old, 20 years old. Eventually, they wanted to switch to a money-saving system called a Zip+4, where instead of just doing address labels, you have a barcoding system, Zip+4, that's a postal way of getting them a huge discount. So me, the 19-year-old, went and for 4 months, I overhauled their system. I took meetings with the postmaster. I fucking went through all this shit. I got the documentation. I set it all up. I completely transferred the entire UCLA Extension marketing department over to a Zip+4 system. And then when I was done, I went into the boss and said, I want a raise. And he said to me, no, I'm not going to give you a raise. And not only that, but you were saying you weren't busy enough. You should be thankful that I gave you something to do beyond like stuffing envelopes and mimeographing press releases. And I did not take that information well. After that meeting, I walked out and I grabbed all the documentation for the entire system. I put it in my backpack and I never went back. I quit and I f***ed them. The next day they showed up to work and they didn't know how to fucking operate that shit. They couldn't do any mailings. They had to go through all the rigmarole of meeting with the postmaster and fucking doing it themselves. And I never went back and I never went to pick up my check. I didn't fucking care because he insulted me right there. Like I should be grateful he gave me something to do. I was like, you, bro. Like, you, man. And I was out, dude, because I'm not taking that shit. Even at 19, I was like, bro, I know my capabilities. I just fucking converted this whole system, right? I did a job here that is well beyond the $8 an hour you're fucking paying me. Why? Because I'm fucking smart, okay? And I'm effective, and I know how to get shit done. And you're going to insult me with your stupid ass shit when your whole reality is trying to make me look busy? Like, goddamn, dude, I'm better than that guy. I'm more qualified. I'm more of a fucking achiever than my fucking boss was. And I wasn't going to be talked down to by that guy. And so I bounced, bro. And that was it. You don't fuck with me. But my point of bringing this up is because this guy right here, Cenk, is one of those guys. This guy is literally a version of that boss that is going to hire super talented, super effective, amazing people, and then he's not going to really reward them. And then in the end, he's going to be like, you should be grateful that I even gave you a job. When it's like, no, man, you should be grateful that these incredibly talented, thought leaders were even working for you for peanuts, you know? And don't you forget that, guys.
What are you going to do? That's life. So in terms of the crap, look, I've gotten so much crap from the establishment throughout my life. The establishment. I'm not sure anyone's going to be able to catch up to them.
Dude, the establishment is like Cenk's version of the deep state.
And I've gotten an unbelievable amount of crap from the right wing throughout my life. And Democratic leadership and mainstream media, and we can go on and on. I mean, there's a chance that I'm the most attacked man on the internet, maybe in internet history.
Definitely in left independent circles. I mean, I could see that for sure.
Dude, the most attacked man on the internet. Dude, what a fucking clown. Oh my God, dude, the fucking ego on this guy. Dude, the ego and the sense of oppression on this guy. Dude, do you remember? It's like, it is so inflated, but this is reminding me of something. This is reminding me of the interview we watched, right? Where he was talking to Francesca. Remember when he was talking to Francesca, guys? And she was talking about the trans people being under attack. And Cenk was like, what do you mean? I'm a Muslim. I am like one of the most oppressed people on the planet. But first off, he's not even a practicing fucking Muslim. And second off, he's wealthy as shit, bro. He's the least oppressed motherfucker out there. You know what I'm saying? He's like giving Charlie Kirk a fucking hand job at AmFest and still running the supposed left-wing thing that's being funded by offshore crypto gambling businesses. Like, he is such a phony, dude. What a phony. Oh, boo, 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 boo.
Yeah. And nowadays, the Democratic establishment fanboys and fangirls that never liked me are joined by the, I don't know what to call them, the far left, radical left, whatever. And so they're a little bit more authoritarian mindset these days, and they're much more into the culture wars. and they've lost.
Dude, he's a fucking crybaby. But you know what he just said, though? What if the Democratic establishment people and the far left that supposedly have now made Cenk the most attacked, the most attacked Charlie Kirk fans on the planet, right? What if it unites the left? We will create a united left with the mission of giving the giving the big ass boot right to fucking Anna and Cenk. I don't want to use the word fat. I got to stop using that. There's nothing wrong with being heavy. There's nothing wrong. It's not a crime. I don't like that word. I'm going to get better. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, what if the left and the liberals and the Democratic establishment unite to boot the grifting frauds? And we get together and work together without these guys. Yes, as soon as I go into MAGA and or Cenk and Anna, which is basically MAGA mode, dude, the neck goes, dude. Once you tap into that MAGA vibe, like the neck is the first thing to go. You see, Cenk doesn't have a neck, bro. I see no neck, dude. Him and Anna, they both, it's like a head just sitting on top of some shoulders, bro. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.